Johnson's Island's a prison that the Union built in the fall of 1861 and early 1862, and it's the only prison that the Union actually designed as a prisoner of war facility to house all captured prisoners, both officers and enlisted.
His name is Reuben Stout. He was a traitor to the Union. He pretty much just abandoned the army, and he was therefore not recognized by the state, and only one person kept track. He was killed by firing squad in front of the courtyard, in front of all the soldiers.
Captain Simeon Hamilton. He was perhaps the only Indian ever on the island, and he unfortunately passed away from disease. Supposedly the Masons buried him in a metal coffin, unlike the other burials where they were in wooden coffins.
This grave, this headstone here that you see, he may actually not be buried underneath here, because another primary source that we learned about tells us that one of his close friends made a map of where he was actually buried on the
Today we're working inside block number 8, and we're trying to recover artifacts that fell through the floorboards of block 8, which was a general housing block for the prisoners. The special thing about block 8 is that it also contained the theater that the prisoners used for their presentations, known as the Rebellionians. So we also may find artifacts related to that.
The hospital is a tough place to be in. From all accounts, the detailed Yankees, as soon as they get a little authority, are certain to use it for all it's worth. In some cases, before a man is fairly dead, he is stripped of everything, coat, pants, shirt, finger rings if he has any, and everything of value taken away.
I am of the opinion that the gentleman is trying to pass himself on you under an assumed name. I suppose he is writing to you for something and wants to try and make you believe he is an old acquaintance.
Camp Chase is not to be compared at all with this place, neither in health or comfort. Although we had to forsake a great many things in the furniture line, such as chairs, tables, plates, cups, dishes, etc.
We found many things. One of those things notably was a multitude of brick parts, nails, and glass.
We found 2 fishing, which we think are fishing hooks, just this past Tuesday. What makes them unique is Dr. Bush nor myself have even seen an artifact like it looks like a fishing hook. The neat part about this is now we get to research it. One of my students actually today, Jared Repas, came up with the fact that once the prison was closed, fishermen came in and stayed in the barracks or the blockades. So there's a good possibility that maybe they left the fishing hooks, not the prisoners. It's something that we can extend upon.
On Johnson's Island, I did not find any really cool artifacts, but I did find a piece of frosted glass, which could have been a part of a lantern, but it wasn't majorly important.
The other really neat artifact that we found is back in the day during the Civil War, they had lanterns that had kerosene with a wick that went into kerosene. And in order to make that brighter for the prisoners to read, you had to turn this knob, which adjusts the brightness. And we found just the knob to that lantern, and it was a really unique specimen that we found. And we found that 2 years ago. This is our 5th year doing the dig with the early college high school students. It's a freshman opportunity. And we do this in conjunction with Heidelberg University under the direction of Dr. David R. Bush, anthropologist.